Hey guys, Dr. Dave here. I want to talk to you about shoes. And so, I got a bunch of them on the desk here. You can't see them because they're down here. And yeah, there's a bunch of dirty shoes sitting on top of my desk. But I don't know about you, but I'm a big boy. I know some of y'all got to be because people that, are like me tend to follow me. The rest of you skinny folks, you may not have to worry about this. But as a big boy, I need some comfortable shoes with thick soles and lots of padding. Also, I use a stand-up desk. Let's see. It is over there. That's my homemade stand-up desk in the basement office here at Rugged Dad headquarters. And so, I don't know, 16 hours a day, depending on what I'm doing. I'm standing up. I'm on my feet. I'm either at the stand-up desk. I'm outside walking. I'm hiking. I'm rucking. I'm running. I'm biking. It's just all day long, except for sleep time, and maybe even then sometimes in my dreams I'm on my feet, and so I need some good shoes. So for years I've tried different what they call maximalist shoes, the thicker soles, that kind of thing. I tried Altras, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't much care for those. The boxy toe was kind of neat, a lot of room for my toes, and I don't even have those to show you now. I wore them out. Those were what I would call one-year shoes. In other words, you're going to wear them out in under a year. One-year shoes, a lot of companies make them, but they're usually pretty expensive, and they expect you to just be able to afford new shoes every year. Well, you know what? I could do that if I didn't have 5 kids, because you see, with 5 kids in varying ages and sports and things like that, I'm buying upwards of 342 pairs of shoes a year. That's a slight exaggeration, but you parents with multiple kids in sports understand what I'm saying. And so I tried Hoka's, Hoka One. And so at first time I made a video about that, I called it Hoka 1-1. Yeah, found out that wasn't it. And so I tried those. I didn't like them at first because the first couple of pairs I tried ended up being one-year shoes. But I kept trying because they were the most comfortable shoes I had ever tried, and so I liked them. And so that's what I've got now. I usually buy 2 pairs of shoes at a time, or at least I keep minimum 2 pairs of shoes at a time, because I like rotating my shoes. A lot of times I'll wear a pair all day long at the stand-up desk, and then when I go out to do some workouts or something, or work in the yard even, I'll switch to the other pair, and then the next day I'll switch it to the opposite pair. Sometimes I'll have a 3rd pair in the rotation, and there's always a 3rd or 4th pair that I call my mud run shoes. That's the ones that are old, they're worn out. I don't care if I tear them up or they get real muddy, and usually I'll just hose them off outside in the water hose. And so some of y'all know what I'm talking about with the mud run shoes. But these 2 pair, all right, so Hoka One. This one is the M Torrent. And I know color and everything might be off because I've had this pair for over a year now. These last 2 pairs have been over 1-year shoes, which if I can get up to 2 years out of a pair of shoes, I know the sole breaks down, the padding breaks down, but for those of you folks that have sponsors that give you shoes, I don't care. I will wear these shoes until they're so uncomfortable I can't wear them, or until holes appear and my socks get wet, because when my socks get wet, they stink. And when I take my shoes off and my socks stink, my kids complain or run. And I don't like that. So when the holes appear in the bottom, that's when I get new ones. These over a year, and you can see some wear in the tread. And these are actually trail shoes, so I guess as far as trail shoes go, they're almost gone. But this is the M Torrent. This is my current favorite. Matter of fact, here soon when I order a new pair of Hokas to replace one of these, and one of these gets retired down to the mud run category, I'll probably gonna go for the M Torrent again. It's their trail run shoe. I just really love the sole, or I'm sorry, the tread when it was there. You can see the pattern. There's just not much left. You can see it right there. Not much left, but I really liked it. Never had a problem with it. When I'm doing scrambling on rocks and things like that, it sticks pretty well. I mean, it's actually nice sticky rubber. It's as good as approach shoes that I've used before for rock climbing. And so a great all-around trail, lawn mowing, rucking, jogging. I mean, I don't run a ton of miles, so I don't need a true running shoe. I get a trail running shoe so that it's like a full, cross sport for me. And, you ask, why don't I do a lot of running? It's because running sucks, man. It hurts. It hurts my knees. I'd rather just load 50 pounds in a backpack and walk all day long with that thing instead of covering 3 miles in half the time. And so those of you that are big like me in the thoroughbred category, you understand. All right, so this other pair. No complaints, no true complaints. The only thing I didn't like about it is when they had more of a tread pattern. See these big sections here? Well, I live in the country on a farm and I have a gravel driveway. And so these were just big enough that they would grab all the little gravels when I walk through the driveway, which is all the time. And I would, as soon as I walk in the house onto the hardwood floor, I would hear click, 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 click. It's aggravating. I'm sure that aggravated you. And it would aggravate me to no end, especially when I first, occasionally wouldn't know what it was immediately. And I'm looking around. What's that noise? What are my kids doing? And the next thing you know, I'm having to pick up gravel out of the floor or pick them up, throwing them at the kids until they throw them away or out to the driveway again. And so that's my only complaint about this one. Now, let's see if I can even, good grief, okay, it's a Challenger ATX. And so that's what this one is. Like I said, zero complaints. I'm still wearing both these pairs for rucking and everything else after a year. Bought them at the same time. The only problem I have with the Challengers, I like more of a trail shoe with a trail lug on the tread. And so if you want something that maybe is better for more roadworthy stuff than trails, go with the Challengers. I love them. And now, the third pair of shoes I want to show you is this one. It is the La Sportiva. And what is this one? The Lycan 2. The Sportiva Lycan 2. I'm assuming that refers to werewolves. But I ordered these. It's mountain running, ergonomic with an ortholite sole. And so I ordered these because I like to try out new shoes from time to time. And mainly, you know what? These were on closeout sale at REI. So I tried them. And comfort-wise and padding-wise, they work as good as the Hokas. But here's the thing. I don't have wide feet. I've never had to buy wide shoes. I just have, healthy size, normal man feet. And so, but these run awfully narrow. Oh, that's another thing is I love the tread on these. Wonderful. Wonderful for trail and road and everything else. But I don't know, they're just narrow. They came narrow. And so they hurt my big toe. And I've spoken about it before, but after some of my mountain climbing adventures, one of my big toes is bigger than it used to be. It's kind of weird, I know, but coming down from a mountain one time, kicking the front of my boot for days, doing this descent through the rock and everything. And when I was done with the multi-day descent through the rocks and the gravel and all that, my toe had hit the front of my boot so much, I lost the big toenail. My toe turned black, and when it finally healed up, it was bigger than normal, and it never went down to the same size. That is weird, isn't it? Maybe if some of y'all have that problem, let me know. I actually had to get rid of a pair of rock climbing shoes because, as you know, rock climbing shoes are supposed to fit so tight, like tighter than your underwear even. And I had to get rid of them because my big toe just wouldn't fit in there anymore. It's horrible. But like I said, these run there. They hurt my big toes. Actually, my arch feels like it hangs over the arch inside the shoe. And so if you want these and you don't have normal man feet, maybe you're a man and you have like girly feet, or you're a lady, these are great. They're really great. The padding's good. And so that's today's shoe report for you. It's also a Friday, and I'm just kind of doing some fill-in stuff and getting ready to shut down my office before 4 p.m. to just walk out and be done with work until something else comes up. But hey, it's Friday, and I'm just kind of playing and hanging out. And I thought I'd take all my shoes off. I only wear 2 at a time, though. Take all my shoes off and show them to you and talk about them. If you have any questions, though, about Maximalist Shoes, otherwise known as shoes for big boys, or shoes for heavy people, shoes for heavy, active people. I am currently at about 234 pounds, 5'11". So the weird thing is I'm not fat. I'm a big guy. And I'm not like six-pack muscles, but I've got a lot of muscles packed on. And unfortunately, on a BMI, I rate as morbidly obese. Can you believe that? I am morbidly obese on that ignorant BMI chart. So y'all take care. I'm going to go ahead and just quit rambling and let y'all have fun with shoe shopping or whatever.